What's up, spectators? Welcome back to the episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Here we are in the middle of episode 3, and we have been just reintroduced to Prosecutor Gavin, who's apparently making a reappearance, which is fantastic, because I really missed this song. Really, this part. Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But can I get your autograph? You just met him like 3 seconds ago, and you want his autograph? Forgive me, Fräulein, but I've retired from the music biz. Fräulein. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rock star prosecutor Clavier Gavin. Okay, that one then. She's a lively one, eh, Hair Forehead? Didn't know she was your type. She's the newest member of the Wright Anything Agency, that's all. Nice to meet you, I'm Athena Cykes. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Cykes. Now that the intros are out of the way. I'm sure you have some questions for me. Yeah, Air Forehead? Yeah, what you been up to, dude? Why are you here? So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss. To give a lecture and a training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Even though you guys disbanded, which was a shame by the way, really. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Air Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned. I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. So it is Gavin on the left, I knew it! And Phoenix on the right. Are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fräulein. And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is... my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Wait, don't tell me your mentor was... Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. Constance Court. So, Constance Court was your professor here at the Academy. She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying, the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you, Prosecutor Gavin knows a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Even though I never did a Let's Play of the 4th game, which was the one with Apollo and Prosecutor Gavin, I remember there was in one of the trials, you had to take apart this specific song and find out where, like, which instrument was, like, off-key. And I couldn't figure it out! It took me half an hour to figure out what the hell they were talking about. But that's, you guys don't know what well, actually, you guys are, most of you watching this are people who've already played this before, so I guess you probably would have played the 4th game and therefore know exactly what I'm talking about. Enough digressions. Exactly. So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already, Air Forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch her killer. What's this? Oh, cool! Mock trial reenactment. I dig it. Right, the stage is ready. And you, Hair Forehead, ready to rock? No, the defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about. Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge, as per the script. Okay, got it. This is such a cool courtroom. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Hair Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Let's get started. Defendant / Judge Athena Cykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for a reenactment of the mock trial. Of the rock trial, is what they should call it. Why would they not call it the rock mock trial? The mock rock trial. They're so stupid. They keep using... very upset. Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Action, baby! It's no holds barred. That's rock. Aw, can't we take this easy today?
Objection!
It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. Interesting. So I'm playing as Athena, who is judge and defendant. This is weird. I like it. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please. You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female. Oh, me? Oh my, I'm innocent! Innocent, I tell you! That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Hair Forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that? Too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case. Both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hold it!
Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same. That's right. And therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard just like that. Defense's argument. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet the victim in the quad. Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me, I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, Hair Forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right. Let's see. Oh yeah, then Hugh said... A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stop her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Nine, Hair Forehead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least. Order! Order! Especially you, Mr. Justice. Me? But I was just trying to get into, like, Mr. Euro Rocker said. Prosecution's rebuttal. So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand, post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room. An awl? What's that? An awl, you say? What might that be? Isn't that for chiseling? Yep, or that. It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here, if you're interested. Gross. It's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint. Most likely, Frolin. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. So, the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? How the body was moved. The murder took place in the 3rd floor art room, but the body was found in the quad. It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way. Not at all. There's a maintenance area and a storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before. But that's a pretty big one. A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person, or a body, in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say!
Objection!
A body dropped from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That may be true, but you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Quite the crafty killer in an attempt to cast a suspicion on the archery club. They moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the owl's stab wound. Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script. Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Time for the finale then. Your verdict if you please, Frolin Judge. Huh? Oh right, that's me. Very well, this court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Judy guilty. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks, you two. That little run-through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things. Mock trial script added to the court record. Action, baby. The prosecution's already got a witness sized up, too. Hold on a minute. Let me look at the court record here. All right. I got it. That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch, but Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. Nope. I don't think I need to do any of that. Should I present something to him? Hold on. Let's try moving instead, actually. We want to see Mr. Wright, so he's probably here. Boom. Oh, hello. Huh. Okay, where is he? Outdoor stage? Oh, this is promising. Hey, what do you think you're doing? The crime scene is off limits to students. Ch, I'm no student, I'm a lawyer. Yeah, right, just because you're in law school doesn't mean you're a lawyer. You should see what she did to the last cop who said something like that to her. Why, are you threatening an officer of the law? Yikes! No, it's not a threat. It's more like a friendly warning. Guess we should go before I get myself arrested for assaulting an officer. Aw, man. Okay. What about the hallway? Ah, promising. Good. Ah, Mr. Wright! Oh, I forgot he was wearing that. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in.
I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocent by any means necessary. The end justifies the means.
What do you mean, the end justifies the means?
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do. Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly. Creepy, creepy.
Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part.
Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense.
You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a
professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I've even battled Professor Court in, well, court.
No kidding! So you guys were rivals or something?
No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at top of our class.
Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it.
Now, if you would excuse me, I had best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Professor Means, please wait! I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. It's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence.
Really now, you two?
And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, I know we should have asked first, but... Relax, your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions, and I think you made the right one.
How wonderful! Very well, Athena Cykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you should treasure beyond all else?
Hee, that's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
Now, if you would excuse me.
Well, time's a-wastin'. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. About the murder. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran to Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again. The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come to think of it. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Now, where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Rumor, well, it's pretty much been about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna end this video here, so stay tuned for the next episode, and thanks for watching. Bye!
They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
Faster, faster! Oh.